The first three letters of this video's title are OHL, so we're talking once again about the Ontario Hockey League. In the last video, we talked about a potential Michael DiPietro trade, which was in the works because a lot of reports were coming out about teams inquiring the Windsor Spitfires about Michael DiPietro. And now, today, on December the 4th, it finally happened. Michael DiPietro was traded from the Windsor Spitfires over to the Ottawa 67's in a huge blockbuster deal, the biggest trade in Ottawa 67's history. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a big trade here in the OHL, so without further ado, let's take a look at the trade details. This came out in a press release released on the Ottawa 67's website. To the Ottawa 67's come Michael DiPietro, a 2024 second-round pick, which initially belonged to the Kingston Frontenacs, and Windsor's own 2020 fourth-round selection. And over back to the Windsor Spitfires comes forward Igor Afanaseyev, 2019 second-round pick from Ottawa, 2021 second-round pick from London, 2022 second-round pick from Ottawa, 2023 second-round pick from Ottawa, conditional 2021 second-round pick from Ottawa, conditional 2021 third from Ottawa, and a conditional 2022 third from Ottawa. That is a mouthful. And assuming all the conditions are met and everything, ultimately, we end up with 7 picks and a forward prospect as the return for DiPietro, a second, and a fourth. Obviously, this is to be expected. DiPietro is the best goaltender in the OHL, and he just got traded to the best team in the OHL. The asking price was high. And we already talked about it a little bit before on the channel. The fact that OHL teams aren't allowed to trade their first-round pick really does contribute to the amount of lucrative deals that happen in this league. So what's going on here? Why was Michael DiPietro traded, and what exactly does this mean for the young Vancouver Canucks prospect? Well, I already kind of talked about it. This means that DiPietro was traded over to the best team in the league, the Ottawa 67's. They're doing extraordinarily well. 22 wins, 3 losses, 3 overtime losses, and 1 shootout loss in 29 games played, 48 points in the league. They are first in points percentage and in total points. They are undisputably the best team in the OHL this season, and they just acquired the best goalie. Now, looking at the Ottawa 67's, check this out. They have so many good players on their roster, so many guys at a point a game already, and a lot of these guys are pretty young. Just look at Marco Rossi, who's 4th in team scoring. This is the Austrian forward who's going to get drafted in 2020. Yeah, he's 17 years of age. And he's one of these guys who's coming in here super hot and totally taking things out of the water right now. Same with their leading point scorer, Ty Feliber, who I actually never learned how to pronounce his name. But he's a 20-year-old overager, 46 points in 29 games. As you can see just from the list, the Ottawa 67's are pretty stacked. And this was before they added DiPietro. So ultimately, this is basically one final cry for DiPietro in attempting to get another Memorial Cup. He got himself an upgrade from the best team in the OHL. And that's great considering that Windsor was 12th in the league. So he very much so got an upgrade in regards to the team that plays in front of him. This deal is a little bit interesting though, because the player that was returned back over to Windsor was Igor Afanaseyev, who I don't even know if he's going to play in the OHL. He's playing in the USHL right now, which is the league that Brock Besser was playing in when he was drafted. It's basically like the CHL, but in America. Kind of. I don't want to say it's exactly that, but it's kind of similar to that. He's playing over there, and Afanaseyev is committed to the NCAA for next season. So there isn't really any guarantee that he's ever going to suit up for Windsor, like, ever. So I'm kind of interested in why they actually chose this player coming back. But overall, this was the full deal. DiPietro, a second and a fourth for 7 picks, and Igor Afanaseyev. Ladies and gentlemen, the Vancouver Canucks prospect Michael DiPietro is now in the Ottawa 67's system. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. You're watching the Shore 69 Gaming, and bye.